A 10 out of 10 and spilling the sweet tea approved. All right, y'all. We're making KFC's chocolate chip cake.
Good Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Baby, you do not have to go through the drive-thru, okay? Because you can do what? You can make that at home. And I'm about to show you how. This recipe is super easy. We are using box cake, okay? You want to make sure you get the Devil Foods box cake. You're going to need some instant pudding. You want the small box, so I'm going to measure out 2/3 cups because that's how much y'all need. But they were sold out at the grocery store yesterday, so I got the bigger box. But you just need the smaller box of instant chocolate pudding. You're going to need 2 sticks of melted butter, some mini chocolate chips, 5 eggs, and a cup of sour cream, okay? And then the extract is vanilla and almond. That's it, that's all. You really are just going to mix this up, add the chocolate chips, and bake it in a bundt pan. That's it. Let me show you how to do it. The first thing we're going to do is crack our 5 eggs. And y'all already know I got this little bowl because I got to get the egg snot out. If you follow me and you follow my videos, anytime I'm using eggs, I am going to clean my eggs. That was the Shirley May way, and I'm going to stick beside it. So you just want to crack your eggs. You're going to need 5 for this cake. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all see this part right here, this white part? My mama always took this out. Anytime she was making eggs and she was baking with eggs or even making scrambled eggs or omelets, I call that the egg snot. It's got to go. So I remove that. Y'all don't have to do what I do, but I always cook the way I saw my mother cook. So like I said, I'm going to do it the Shirley May way. We have our eggs cleaned. Now we're going to melt 2 sticks of butter. Let's melt it in the microwave. All right, we got our eggs clean and our butter melted. Now all you got to do is dump everything in this bowl and mix it up. This cake is so easy. And it's going to come out really moist because you're putting sour cream in the cake and then the instant pudding mix. And I'm using Duncan Hines. You can use whatever box cake. We just want to make sure it's Devil Food cake. Okay? So just dump your cake mix in your bowl. Got our eggs. All 5 go in. Dollop. It's going to be more than a dollop of Daisy. You're going to need this whole container. You need 2 cups of sour cream. I love sour cream in a cake, especially a box cake. Like, it levels it up so much. If you guys have made my sweet potato honey bun cake, it has sour cream in it. And we know how good that cake is. This cake is going to be so good with the sour cream. All right, you're going to need some instant pudding mix. Get the small box. Like I said earlier, my grocery store was sold out of the small boxes, so I had to get the bigger box. But you're going to need 2/3 cups. 2/3 cups of this pudding mix goes in. And then you're going to add your 2 sticks of melted butter. This cake is just so easy to make. So stay out that drive-thru. You can make it at home. Now you're going to need vanilla extract and almond extract. If you only have vanilla, it's cool. You don't have to have almond. I created these recipes, y'all, to make them simple and easy for you not to have to use a lot of ingredients. You're not going to miss the almond extract if you don't have it, okay? I have it, so I'm adding it. But if you don't have it at home, don't add it, okay? Don't add it. It's fine. We love a KitchenAid. I love this mixer because it's cordless. So when I make content, I don't have to have cords everywhere. And it's very lightweight. This batter is going to come out thick. Baby, thick like a southern chick, okay? It's going to come out thick, but you want to make sure you mix it really well so it's nice and smooth. But it is going to be a thicker batter. It's not going to be like a thin traditional cake batter because we put so much sour cream in it and then also 5 eggs. So trust the process. Now you want to add 1 cup of mini chocolate chips. Make sure it's mini chocolate chips, okay? You're going to need 1 cup. Ooh, satisfying. Mm-hmm. And now you just want to give yourself a workout and mix everything together. She's mixed and she is ready for the bundt pan. Look how thick she is. heavy. Get in my belly. All right, y'all, let's prepare our bundt pan and get her in the oven. So I have my bundt pan here. And then I like using the Pam bacon release. So I'm just gonna spray my bundt pan with the Pam bacon release spray. I'm gonna spray it pretty good. And I'm gonna get a pastry brush and just make sure all the nooks and crannies of this bundt pan is greased well. This cake popping out this pan, okay? So you always start on the outside and then come in and do the inside like this. This cake is gonna rise. You'll see once it bakes, it's gonna rise up to here. So you wanna make sure that you get every nook and cranny of this bundt pan greased well. All right, now all you wanna do is get your spatula and add your batter. Like I said, this batter is thickums, so you don't want to pour it in. It's better to just do like I'm doing and place it in the pan. Made me think of that nursery rhyme, patty cake. Roll them in the pan. That's what you want to do. Roll this batter in the pan, baby. All right, we're going to do like your grandma used to do. You got to tap your cake. Anytime you're baking a cake, tap it on the counter so there's no air bubbles. And this batter is so thick, I doubt there are any air bubbles, but it's ready to go in the oven. 300 and, is it 75 degrees? Hold on. Let me check the book. I'm pretty sure it's 350, but let me check. 350. The recipe is on page 106, okay? Because what? You can make that at home. Perfect. All right, 350 degrees for 60 minutes. 45 to 60 minutes depending on your oven. But this cake is so thick, it's definitely going to need at least 55 to 60 minutes, okay? So in the oven it goes. While our cake is in the oven, we're going to work on our icing. So you're going to need some powdered sugar, some milk, vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and that's it, okay? This is a very easy little vanilla glaze that you can make to go on top. Or you ain't got to make it. You can just have the cake plain. It's up to you, because when you make that at home, you can do it your way, okay? All right, so we're going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar. So y'all know I love my time and table measuring cup from Walmart. I'm just going to add in the first cup. Act right. Okay, so 1 cup. Then we're going to do, oh, girl, stop playing in my face. Get in that bowl. Okay, and then 1 more cup. The bag want to act funny today. All right, 2nd cup goes in. Now you want to add in 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, depending on how runny you want it. That's another thing. You can have it thicker or thinner. So I'm going to start with 2, whisk it up. If we need to add more milk, we can. 1 to the 2. Now add in your butter, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and then your vanilla. The thing about cooking at home is you can customize it. You can make it with what you want to make it with the ingredients that you enjoy, as opposed to what these corporate restaurants is cooking it with. Because half the time you don't know. All right, so you just want to give it a good whisk until your powdered sugar is well incorporated with your milk and vanilla extract. Another tablespoon. You always start with less, and then you can always add more. If I had started with 3, I couldn't take it out. So start with less and then add more. 1 more tablespoon. So work out with this whisk. There you go. Now you can pipe this on if you want, or you can thin it out so you can really drizzle it on. It's totally up to you. Or you can use a knife and add the icing that way. Okay. This is what you're looking for. Look at this chocolate chip cake. It smells amazing. It has completely cooled. So you let it sit in the pan for about 5 to 7 minutes, a cool 10 minutes. Let it sit in the pan for 10 minutes. And then you want to take it out the pan and let it sit on a wire rack so it can completely cool. So you don't want to put your icing on while the cake is still warm because it'll run, okay? So you want to make sure it's completely cool. You can see the chocolate chips throughout it. I'm excited. So all you want to do is just drizzle the icing on the cake. It don't have to be perfect. You making this at home, okay? So I'm going to use my whisk and just drizzle lines on the cake. I'm going to put my icing in a measuring cup just so I have more control when I drizzle the icing on top. So I'm just going to add it to my measuring cup. And don't come for me. I know I need a new one. I can barely read the numbers on it. But it still works. All right. Our icing in our cup. So now all you want to do is drizzle your icing on top. You can make those lines like they do at KFC or whatever works for you. Okay, I mean, we getting there. I feel like it's good. We doesn't need any more icing, just a little touch of icing. You can add more if you want, or you can add less than I did. It's up to you, because you're making that at home. We have made the KFC chocolate chip cake at home, okay? We have not gone through a drive-thru. We have not waited in a line. We have made it right here in our kitchen, and it smells amazing. I can't wait to taste a piece. All right, y'all, we have made KFC's chocolate chip cake, and we've made it cute. Put a little whipped cream on there, a little strawberry, a little razzle dazzle to make it feel like you made it, you got it out of a restaurant, but you've made it in your own kitchen for cheaper than you can get it from the KFC. That is delicious. A 10 out of 10 and spilling the sweet tea approved.